All right, so this first message for the collective seems to indicate that things are headed in a pretty good direction for you. Take some deep breaths. If you had any doubts about what was occurring, Spirit wants to go ahead and reassure you that you are on the path to victory. Things are going in the right way. Sometimes we hold on to that doubt, nervous, and we worry about the timing, and there's all these different little things that can actually delay and block your blessings. Spirit wants to let you know you did all the preparation necessary already. You did the practice. You got everything in alignment. You worked really hard at it. And now all you need to do is breathe deeply and focus on the finish line. Think about where you're going to end up and how great things are going to be. Look at this, 9 of Cups, overflowing with happiness, all the great things coming your way. Everything works out better than you expected. I want you to go ahead and claim that for yourself. I want you to give yourself that permission to use that mantra every time you start questioning or doubting or worrying about whether or not that phone call is going to come. Better than I expected. It's working out better than I expected. And everything aligning in perfect timing as well. You're going to win. You can't even add anything to this. All of the work that you've done, all of the struggles that you have overcome, all of the doubts and questions that you've had in your mind, were all preparing you for this moment, for this victory. This is the final leg in the race. And you can see the finish line. You can see it. You taste it. You can feel it. And what does it feel like? I want you to really immerse yourself into that feeling of everything perfect. Like, is it that job? Is it the perfect job? Do you finally get paid what you deserve? Do you love your hours? Do you love your coworkers? Get approved on that house? Did you get that new apartment? Did you finally get the car of your dreams? Did you meet the partner that makes you feel whole and beautiful as you are and wants to be on that journey with you hand in hand? Whatever it is, I want you to really get deep into how good that feels, how relieved you feel, how blissful you feel, how peaceful it is in your mind. I want you to celebrate right now. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate all the amazing things that are headed your way right now. Doing a little bit of risk taking here. Now, these are, mostly calculated risks, I would say. It's not that we don't have a plan in mind per se, it's that we don't necessarily know how things are going to end up and may not make sense to some people. It may involve a little bit of faith and trust that things are going to work out the way they're going to work out. But I'm seeing a voyage here for some of you. There's some travel involved. This may have to do with your work. It may have to do with finally taking that vacation. It may have to do with you actually relocating yourself into a new area. Or it may be about a journey that is more about changing the way that you live your life. Maybe you are starting a new skills journey where you're learning how to do a different type of work in your life, or you have enrolled in school. Maybe you are about to become a parent for the first time. And yeah, there's some questions and there's a lot of things that need to be figured out along the way. But the important part here and the message here is that you were waiting for this opportunity. Now is not the time to hesitate stepping into your future. You don't have to worry about knowing all the answers. You don't have to have every detail planned out. Sometimes you just have to know what you want and go for it. Sometimes you just need to know that this is what's meant for you and take that first step. Sometimes you just got to pack it up and get on the road and figure it out as you go. And if that's the case, if that's what you've been feeling, then things have a way of falling into place the way that they need to. Sometimes you just have to have that faith. Sometimes you just have to trust that process. But Spirit is giving you some clarification right now. It's validating what you've been feeling. You've been thinking, I'm ready. I want to do this. This is what I want. And Spirit saying, go, jump, do it. Do what you need to do. And enjoy the scenery along the way, too, while you're at it. Take your time. Enjoy it. Feel good about what you're doing. Be there. Be present. Be aware. Be grateful for the experiences. Understand that when it comes to taking risks and going on this type of new journey, that there's going to see some things that maybe you didn't see before. And it's okay to not know how to do things or be the new person or have some things to learn along the way and not understand everything, but you'll figure it out. It's okay right now. Take a deep breath and go. Spirit has a message here in particular for those of you who are feeling a little bit unsure about what's next. First, we need to assure ourselves Spirit does have a plan here. Now, we might not be able to see every detail of the plan, not fully understand what pieces of the puzzle have yet to be delivered to us to complete this picture, but there's a plan. And while we might want to know all the details, it feels as though there's some details that are being withheld because they might scare you. They might make you feel like it's not worth the risk. They might make you feel like you're going to hesitate because you'd rather stay where you're comfortable when you should be pushing forward and going out there and being willing to follow your heart and to trust your intuition. There is also an indication here that nothing is wasted. So there may be some experiences that took place prior to this where you were feeling as though this was definitely yours. It was definitely a part of the plan, and it doesn't seem to have panned out in the way that you expected. What you need to know is that there were some valuable lessons, or there was some experience there, or there was some connection that was made there within that part of it that was a part of the plan as well. Nothing that occurred, none of those experiences, none of those lessons were wasted. Okay. Every part of that was a part of the journey, the whole picture. You may gain some skills, learn something about yourself, learn something about how to handle situations. Maybe it helped you get something else figured out or aligned or handled or taken care of. Maybe it was just something that got you from this point to this point, and this point is where things pick back up again for you. I'm hearing like some things are temporary, but they're never useless. They're always something there that we have to be grateful for that allowed us to get from point A to point B. It's like a bridge. Sometimes it's not necessary. We're not going to need to go back across that bridge again. We just needed to get from one point to the next on our journey. Not a wasted bridge though, because you needed that bridge. It was a necessary part of the process. And that's what Spirit wants you to know is that even though you have some concerns about walking across that bridge and leaving that past behind, that is an important step to following the plan that Spirit has for you. So go ahead, walk forward confidently, knowing that you are being guided and aligned.